Coach, playoff fever has come to upstate New York, and there's a look at New Era Field in Orchard Park. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl, and it'll be a great one between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Buffalo Bills. The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Set, 15, run, 15 run. It's going to be a long trip.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Tighten up. 6-6, pull it high. Right up.
Now Leonard Fournette. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Clock now to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Kill.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the Jaguars' 29-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a give, right side. Madison, and inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Off the draw, here's Johnson. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Alert!
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big.
Hey, high 7.
58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Hey, here we go. 58.
From the gun, it's Allen. Touchdown, Buffalo. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game, how about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. The run on 1st down gets them a couple up to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Now this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, Haywood!
We got 3 down.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They run the counter. Fair. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this will be taken at the 13. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10.
Check three.
All 52.
First down, and they're going to throw without it. Finding Knox there, complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 44 yards.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. The first down carry here for Johnson. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Patch it.
56. Alert. Hey, box truck.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. Looking end zone for Jones. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Pass.
Watch the slant.
49. Check 49.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. He's at the 50. The 40. 20. 10. 5. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score.
Keep putting that ball on the ground. That's
Big boy earning his lunch. That's what you call rumbling with the ball, Charles.
Big man with football. He wasn't just earning lunch, Brandon. He was earning dinner. He was
midnight snack.
Everything that you could possibly do, he did it on that play to pick up the ball and go.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a 1-score game.
So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
all day, defense, all day.
They'll run. This is Hunt. That's a gain of 6 on the first down run.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
At the 21-yard line.
Middle.
Tight right. 3 down.
Hey, tight.
58, boys, 58, 58.
Buzz, buzz.
Just like that.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Allen. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Come on, QB. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
60 or.
15, check back 15. Man, that's trash. That's trash. Showing up.
Get it.
They'll run on 1st down. Byer, he's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And down to the 29-yard line. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Down. 90 Wolf.
Play action. Now it's Locke. The open man here, Renfro. And a loose football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Here it comes. Switch.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
50. Round 80. 58, the mic. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
On 1st down, it's Johnson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
It's just me and you.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Bills 14, Jaguars 7.
58 to Miami. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
2nd and 5 now. Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
On 3rd down, Madison. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. And Elliott puts this one through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Ready?
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On 2nd down, here's Locke. They're connecting here with DJ Shark. Tally that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
19 yards. And the Jaguar first down.
Here we go. 10 logo.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Lock now on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of 7 on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Let's go now. 10-2 soft.
You must.
Ready?
Lock going to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Call it a gain of 5. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about, in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw and a good one.
He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
And 12 at the 37-yard line.
Allen fakes the give and keeps himself. Jones has it. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
I'm letting you know right now, you better bring.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Throw left side complete. It's man. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 40. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Check safety, check safety.
Hey, hold on.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
5 wide.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Stop.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
We got this.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. They're going to get 9 here on 1st down as he gets this one up to the 34-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Mike 50. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
On 2nd and 1, Lock. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. 2nd catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Lock now, 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a 1st down. They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some.
On 2nd down now, Bear. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. Fournette fighting through. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. Touchdown, Jaguars. Leonard Fournette, 42 yards. As his guys are back within a single score. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on 3rd down, doesn't matter how far they need for a 1st down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, pick up the 1st down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Josh Allen able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
At the 23-yard line.
Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. AFC title game, second quarter action, 2 minutes to play. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
Eluding the pressure right. Complete to Jones. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Shift. Pass 85, pass 85.
Hey, echo. 44, Mike, 44.
Allen now on first down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Ready.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Yeah, especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play. And facing a 2nd and long. Flush to his right. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
Let's put that team on the clock. Hey, team 6. Use the mark. Here I come. Mike 50.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. The open man is Shark. It's complete. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
First down.
Here we go. Set. 8. Read. Here we go, D. Slay. Ready.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Open man is Quinn. He completes it. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. Locke looks to throw it again. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Locke going to bring the offense up 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. They fake the handoff, now Locke. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. Locke will try again on 2nd down. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Well, no takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
On is Josh Lambo now for the Jaguar field goal. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Allen now throwing again. And unsuccessful there, trying to dump it underneath. That'll bring up 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. A final shot before half for Allen. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Right there. Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you.
They'll run it with Johnson, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. Now a give, right side. Madison. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. From the 41, Allen. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 40.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
They'll run on first down. Madison. A.J. Boye up to make the tackle.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Allen's throw is complete. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Allen. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. A.J. Boye with a pick. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They run the counter. Byer. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Ready to break.
49 to Mike. 49 to Mike. Yeah, let's get sandwich.
Topper! Let's go.
Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that's going to tie things at 20. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Get there.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. 69 yards. And the Bills have taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready up.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, big man with the ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
At the 44-yard line.
Ready.
Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50. No gain on this defense, no gain.
From the 44. Block. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off right around the 43. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
On 1st down, Madison. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
At the 49-yard line.
I got motion.
On 2nd down, it's Hunt shedding the tackle. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10.
Pick it up. Slam. Stop. All 52.
Here's Allen. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
They'll run on 1st down. Hunt. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. It was Taven Bryan who got him down defensively.
2nd and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Bravo.
58, right there.
And now they'll throw with Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you've got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away.
Let's go. Do it.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. On 1st down, Bear. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 27, Locke. That one complete. He finds Shark.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And now the throw taken in by Chark. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Jacksonville.
Lock now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. 1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Break. 50's the mark. Check back. Go.
Throwing on first down is Locke. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
This is Hunt. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
It's caught. Jones. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
And that pickup of a first down That's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
At the 40-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, they run him with Hunt. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Hey, Orbit.
You think you gonna get this? 5 wide. Yeah.
On first down, Allen. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Now Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. 22 yards there, a first down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Mike, 58, right there.
Hey, I'm coming. 58's the mic. 58's the mic.
Let's go. Alert.
We got to step it up.
Shift. Alert.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Got it.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, That does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Watch the recon. 132, 5, get it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Hey, wahoo!
49's the mic. Watch 49. Go. Go.
Lock now on first down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 22. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them. Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Crunch time, defense. Switch, switch, switch. Deuce, 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 deuce.
They'll run again with Hunt. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Johnson. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run. Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
They'll keep it on the ground. Madison. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They'll run on first down. It's Johnson. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
And all that hard work has paid off. They're AFC champions, and on to the Super Bowl they go.
It's got to be an amazing feeling for them, doesn't it, Brandon? The idea that you've done it all that hard work, all that sweating, all that effort, all those times you're getting yelled at by your coach, and now you get to go to the Super Bowl. Put your hats on, guys, and say AFC champs.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.